in one of the courses, and I wanted to share. I found it pretty useful. So whatever, if you're, it could be if an institution is starting a new product or a new service, or you want to start something of your own, you gotta be, keeping things simple in the beginning. Okay, you gotta give it a try. If you don't try, there's nothing coming out anyway. You gotta lead it. Okay, if you believe in the idea, you gotta lead that product or service. Don't give up. Of course, there will be hard times because it's something new that you have not faced before. But you gotta give it a try, and you got to keep pushing if you believe in that product. And of course, if you're doing something already, you're giving 100% to something else, and then you have something additional, you got to dedicate what you have been doing in order to start a new product or service. You cannot do complete things as you were doing as usual before and work on a new product at the same time. Of course, you got to treat people well if you want their support. If you don't, they would be there for some time, but not too long. Shake things up. You got to try, mix and match with different skills. You got to put the right people at the right place. People will be skeptical if you have something new. There will be differences of opinion, but you got to be, intact of what you believe in. More importantly, this feature, I actually found it pretty useful that if your product or service affects lives positively, it will likely to be sustainable for longer term. And last thing is do things differently. I just wanted to give you a quick example how you can easily define a new product. Let's say IDB decides to open a new training institution like ADBI or World Bank, and they decide, okay, we have 40 years of experience, we have a specialist from energy, transport, urban, we have hundreds of projects which have been successfully completed, we have certain projects that we have ongoing, and there are certain projects which are not so successful. So we have this collection of data over the past 40 years. And we decide to open an institute and hire these people on a temporary basis, do trainings over here. Do you think if people who want real life examples of international problems in the development world, and IDB organizes these trainings, and now we are in the hubs, do you think people would be interested to attend those trainings and come to IDB to attend those trainings? Maybe yes. Okay, and maybe you could collaborate with universities. Okay, and you send our staff on maybe on an annual basis, 2-3 times, certain expenses to give lectures to those universities, and IDB charges those universities to give these lectures. These days the mindset has changed. The people who teach business, the students would not buy in from that teacher unless that teacher has done a business himself. Okay, so it's very easy to sell if he has done something, because you're teaching something. If you're not doing it, how would you expect people to believe? So now, let's say IDB has been doing development work for so many years. So if IDB teaches what's the current issue in energy, what's the current issues in transport in Africa, okay, do you think people or students who are trying to become transport specialists or energy specialists, would they like to hear these kind of stories, the real world cases? Maybe yes. Okay, and do things, just to wrap up this topic, do things differently. Maybe, how many of us have read Harvard Business Review cases? These are cases that Harvard shares out to its regular readers. And even in business school, when I was studying in Australia, we were also using the Harvard Business Review cases, which were real world cases. It could be business or it could be related to some industry. Real world cases, so even people could go and search what exactly happened after reading the case study. So do you think we have enough case studies of successful stories and not so successful? Maybe the learning is more from not so successful. Why we were not successful? What were the lessons learned? So we could actually create our own, these stories and sell it. Okay, because then people could go out and check these stories as well. So we have a lot of data. I mean, if somebody wants to take an initiative, the reason to share this was you can come up with anything. Okay, you can start with anything. There is always opportunity. Okay. Moving forward, these are not my rules. It's rules of Richard Branson. Okay. I follow him very often. I have nearly read all of his books. This is the person who actually encouraged me to reading books because I'm coming from a technology background. I was always after certifications and technology and this and that. But once I started to read about Richard Branson, he, the founder of Virgin Group, he has established 411 companies around the world. So he must have done something, and I was curious how he did that. So these are the 10 rules that he followed in order to open up 411 businesses around the world. Isn't it amazing?